welcome back to another episode of Spill It with Morg. I'm here with a special guest. Her name is Abby.
Hello.
She is a friend I made from college, although we'll get into that a little bit later. How she wasn't the biggest fan of me when she first met me, but now we're good friends, so it's fine. It's fine. It's the Taurus in us.
It is. It for sure is.
It just happens. Okay, so let's go over what we're drinking because we're drinking some fun stuff today. I'm very excited for this.
Yes. So because we're doing a Cinco de Mayo release date, we're going to do actually a flight of margaritas. So first we're starting with just a regular, plain old, spicy, normal lime margarita. And I hope it's going to be really good because it smells really strong.
She used to be a bartender.
So I did. I was a bartender full-time during COVID.
Yeah.
And it was the shit.
Well, I trust you, so we're going to give it a shot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh, that is very good.
Wow.
That is delightful.
It's not too much jalapeno either. I was a little nervous.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Woo.
Okay. So we're drinking that first. What are some of the other ones that you made?
So the other ones that we're going to do a watermelon basil with a sugar rim. So I'm hopeful that that's going to be really good. It's going to be on the sweeter side. So we have a spicy one and then a sweet one.
I like sweet.
And then we're also going to do a pineapple mango one. That's just going to be like a classic, like on the rocks, nothing fancy about it, just pineapple mango.
I'm excited.
So,
okay. You ready to get into the topic?
Oh boy.
How we became friends.
Oh Lord.
So we can kind of go back to like when we met and we can kind of talk through it there.
Yeah.
We'll just start there.
Yeah.
So go on.
So obviously like you and Taylor, Rachel, Avery, like all of you guys knew each other from home.
Right.
Like you guys were all very close knit, still are very close knit,
yes.
You know, you're all still really good friends. And then Carly, my best friend, lived with Taylor. So I would go and visit her at IU and all of us would go out and it would be a great time.
It was a lot of fun.
I was thinking about that today, about like, why did I not like Morgan? I think, and it wasn't really that I didn't like you. I think it was more, sorry.
Her dog is over here.
I think it was more like Carly and I were just kind of like the outsiders of the group because you guys had known each other for so long.
Right.
And so like, we never really did anything that like warranted us getting to know each other.
Right.
We were always just like going out to the bars, getting wasted.
Yeah, we were just there.
Like just drunk.
Right.
Everybody was a great time together.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, that's probably why I thought that I didn't like, because I felt the same way about Allie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just didn't get the opportunity to like really like talk to you guys until we were older.
Yeah.
And then obviously when Taylor and I were going through similar situations and got really, really close, then we started doing more things that weren't just going out and getting drunk.
Right.
So that opened the door to get to know you more, get to know Allie more. I mean, like Avery, like everybody.
Yep.
So I don't know that like saying I didn't like you is really the right way to say it. I don't really know them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
I do remember you coming up for like Little Five, I guess maybe coming down from Little Five. And like I remember you being there like, with Carly. I do remember that. That was a lot of fun. I do remember.
Well, and
days.
it was fun because Little Five always fell on my birthday weekend.
Yeah, so you get like a double whammy.
Yeah, so I was always like, well, hell yeah, I'm gonna go to IU and celebrate it. I'm not gonna do anything in Evansville or in Indy. It's not as fun.
Exactly. No, I do remember you always being there around those times, and I always liked you. I thought you were a fun time, but like you were right. Like we were always drinking, always like there was always alcohol involved of some sort. So yeah, no.
Yeah, it was like we would always get there. We would all get ready like right away, start drinking right away, like
and get right
play like drinking games, and like that was the most that we knew about each other.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, and so now that you and Taylor had gotten close through your bonding experience, trauma bonding, we'll call it.
Yep, that's true.
I mean, practically. So you guys got super close, and then obviously Taylor and I have gotten close again.
Yeah.
So we all have kind of like intermingled now. Now we kind of have like a 5-girl gang here, I'd say. So it's me, you, Taylor, Allie, and Hadley. So.
And Carly when she's in town, but
and Carly whenever she's in town, but she is in the Navy.
Yeah.
So she's gone a lot.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun though, because I feel like most of us are single besides Hadley.
Yep.
Hadley's the only one that's married. She's married to Carly.
Yep.
And so it's just us 4 that are single, and it's really, really cool to have like a group of single girls that are
Yeah.
like kind of in the same stage as you.
Yeah.
And because that makes for just fun nights. Like I have so much fun with you guys every time.
Well, and it's nice to like, it was always nice growing up and like in college and whatnot, you have your single friends. But now that we're out of college and in the real world, it's so much nicer to have people who are going through the same things as you.
Exactly. Like
because
the dating world is
it's a hot mess.
And we can all just like relate to each other.
Yes. We have so much more to like relate about and bond about because it's like
we're all going through it.
That, and we all have different perspectives on it.
Yep.
Which is nice because it opens your eyes to other people's perspectives.
Exactly.
Whereas when you're 20 or 21, whatever, in college, and you're just going out to the bars.
Right. There's not much that's happened where you can
you haven't been through enough stuff to like really understand the inner workings of all of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm happy with our group. I'm happy with where we're at, and I think it's really cool to like have each other to lean on whenever it seems like everybody else in the stage is married, they're having kids, they're really settling down, and that's normal. I mean, that is, everyone's on their own path. There's nothing wrong with that, but I have to have my own group of single friends, I think, or I would have gone a little crazy.
Yes, so, I agree.
Because, you know, my married friends, they try to understand, they try their best. Like, a lot of my friends that are married, they've been in relationships for years.
Nothing worse than dating in this time.
Really, truly. I've said it 1,000 times, I think, on this podcast that I hate it. It's really bad.
So bad.
Moving on now, I thought it'd be kind of funny to talk about because I know Taylor and I have similar types, but I think you and I have polar opposite types.
Yeah, I agree.
So I thought we'd go ahead and talk about that because I think it's just kind of funny. So we'll start with you. What would you say is your normal type? What type do you go for?
That is actually something that I have a really hard time answering because when you look at the people that I've been with, they all
don't look the same.
Like, I have a different, they're all very different.
Right.
What I look for the most in a guy though is like somebody that's going to be able to like challenge me because, as you know, I am stubborn and I'm hard-headed and I'm confident in myself. If you can't be okay with that and if you can't handle that, next. See you later. Bye. Definitely more of like a city or a country versus city person. I prefer the country side of things.
Yep.
I mean, I lived in Crawfordsville, Indiana, so.
I lived in Bloomfield, so.
Yeah. But like, I feel like you're way more into like city guys. And like the city life of things.
Yeah.
I like to live in the country, but still close enough to the city.
Right.
I like to have access to it. I mean, I grew up in Indianapolis. I'm used to it. This is everything I know.
Right.
Is the big city.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's part of why, like, you guys love going out downtown. And I'm like, meh. I'm like, I'll go and I'll have fun.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, I'm not going downtown.
You'd rather do like a dive bar. That's your vibe, for sure.
Yes.
And I like a dive bar sometimes too.
Yeah.
I really like to be there sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of fun.
Yes. They can be way more fun than people like actually give them credit for.
Oh, I think so too. And especially with the right crowd.
Oh yeah.
Blast. And I sometimes hate going places where I can't hear what people are saying. I'm like, okay, so I can't hear anything. I can't talk to anybody. What are we going to do? To sit here and stare at each other and go, hello?
Literally.
Practically, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you don't want to dance because your feet hurt and you're sitting down, you're like, well, this is fun. Like, if you go to like a dive bar, you can kind of have more some dialogue, you know, talk to different people.
Yeah, and like in dive bars, you can play pool, you can play darts. Like, there's way more activities in a dive bar, in my opinion. Sometimes when I don't really want to do anything, but I'm like, fine, I'll go out. Yeah, just sit my ass somewhere.
And she'll be fine.
And I'll
just give her beers and she's good.
I'll be totally fine.
For some reason, it just reminds me like an old man.
Yeah, I mean,
grandpa in the corner, feed him beers, and he's good to go.
That is me.
You're the grandpa. I
am.
Sure. I definitely do like the city a lot more. I see myself living in a city probably for the rest of my life. I don't see myself going back to the country. Now, maybe I'll eat my words one day. I have no idea. Depends on who I marry, I suppose.
Yep.
But my type is not a country boy. I will be the first to say that right now. It is not. I am not meant for the country. No, not at all. See, that's why I hope that you guys do get married to like countrymen, because I can go visit and experience it.
Yeah.
Then come back to what I'm meant for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a city girl through and through.
Don't worry, I will not be marrying a city slicker man.
What would be funny is if we end up.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine
the opposite?
Could you
That would be a
imagine?
concept.
Oh
That'd
my
be funny.
gosh.
But no, I'm definitely more of a girl that likes to go to the club. I'm someone
Club.
who likes the loud music. Yeah, but I'm also the same person though. I like to have a dive bar moment. I really do. I do enjoy that atmosphere a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about kind of our types, so people
Mhm.
kind of got a sense of like how different we are. One thing I'm going to kind of move into is I also kind of want to talk about like our types of weddings. I want to see how different that's going to be too.
Yeah.
So like, what if you were to ever get married? What is your ideal wedding? Like, what is it? Every girl thinks about this, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
So
I have mine like it's been planned
it's
out
been
for
here
years.
forever, yeah.
I don't see myself getting married in a church.
Fair.
Not like because I think that like God would smite me, but it's just not my vibe.
Right.
I'm an outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Like I want like in the fall.
Ooh,
when the leaves are all changing colors. Which again, it matches just like me.
It does.
Dark hair, like
you're like wearing the red right now.
Like
that's
it's just my style, and fall is the best time of year, and I'll fight anybody who disagrees.
I am so with you on that. I got your back on that.
I'll fight anybody who disagrees.
Love that time.
Like as soon as like when it's like 60 degrees, like a cool breeze, and the leaves start to change colors,
sign me up.
Sign me up.
I'm outside.
So I'm thinking outdoors.
So
not. I don't want to get married in like a barn.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
See, that's kind of shocking to me.
I don't want to get married in a barn.
Yeah.
I didn't say the reception yet.
The reception could be in the barn. Hoe down, throw down.
Yeah. But
whoops.
I've been to some really, really fun like barn reception for like wedding receptions. And I think it's just fun because it's like nobody cares.
Exactly. It's like
although
a dining establishment.
Will say, just because I don't want to get married in a church and have like the fancy reception and everything, nobody is allowed to wear fucking jeans to my wedding.
That. No,
I don't care if you put khakis on. Put khakis on.
You do something.
At least put khakis on.
Exactly.
That's I know that you own them.
Yeah, that's the bare minimum you could do. I don't like to wear jeans to weddings.
I hate it. Or shorts. Get out.
Yeah. Goodbye. Bye.
See ya.
No, I hate when people do that.
It's gross.
I honestly, actually, full offense if you've done that. Knock it off.
Yeah,
get it
don't
together.
do that.
Go buy yourself a nice pair of pants.
At the very least, if you think I'm gonna wear jeans, no. At least put on khakis.
At least.
But yeah, so like outdoor ceremony is ideal. Nothing super crazy.
Yeah.
For sure, all of like the fall vibe colors, the burnt orange, the burgundy,
so beautiful.
all those kind of colors. Have you ever thought about like what you want your wedding dress to look like? Because what I thought that I wanted it to look like has
every day.
Completely changed to now.
Thanks to TikTok, it changes every day.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I see a new style, I'm like, that's the one.
I know.
But then I know you have to try them on because like, you know, what you think you're seeing is like, oh, I think I would really like that.
Right.
But then,
you're like, do I?
No.
Like, I have really grown into thinking that I would want just like a sleek.
Oh, that'd be so beautiful.
You know what I mean? My mom originally told me that if I get any tattoos that show on my wedding day, that she would not buy my wedding dress. Oh. So I think we're a little far past that now, Mom.
It looks like you're going to have to buy yours, or she's going to have to maybe make a compromise.
Yeah, like all of them will show pretty much.
Like the tattoos are just you. Like it wouldn't be you if you didn't have tattoos.
Well, and like her whole thing when I started to get like my sleeve was like, well, what are you going to do when you get married? I'm like, I want them to show.
Yeah, it's part of you.
They all have a meaning.
Yeah.
Not a single one of my tattoos on my sleeve is meaningless.
Right.
They all have something behind them. So
it really just fits like your aesthetic. It really does. Like it fits you.
That's
like,
what I think too.
Yeah.
So outdoor wedding, probably a barn reception. I want to like be the kind of bride that ends up at like a dive bar after my reception.
You know, party bus there.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Can you get married next year?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to. So if anybody out there is looking for a wife that is me, let me know.
We should have the Bachelor for you.
We should. Coming soon.
Spill it with Morg. A sponsor.
Bachelor edition.
That'd be great. We can interview guys.
It would be amazing.
Okay, my wheels are turning.
Yeah.
I want to get married in Greece.
Nice.
Have a Mamma Mia wedding moment.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's what I want. And I've always told people, if you can afford it, you can come. If you can afford to make the trip, you're coming.
Yeah.
Unless I marry Chris Evans or Joe Burrow, then they're paying for everybody.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
I mean,
I mean,
if you
marry
marry Joe Burrow, though, can we talk to him about Sister Wives?
I don't know if I'd share. I don't know if I could ever share with Joe Burrow. I'm so sorry.
You know,
perhaps with Chris Evans, but maybe not Joe Burrow.
You know who should be in the lineup? Although he has a. Why do all these attractive men have girlfriends? Be single. Be a bachelor. Russ.
Exactly. We say each other Russ thirst traps all the time.
He's so. It's something about. It's the music.
Yeah.
He got infinitely hotter when he went into the sexual side of music.
Literally. Yeah.
I've always thought he was attractive.
Yeah. There's something about him.
The curly hair that's long. I'm like.
I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
I kind of dig
But
it.
also not on everybody.
No, only on Russ.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's a few others.
There's a few.
Russ looks really good.
Yeah. It's just so natural for him.
It is. It is.
So natural.
It looks really good.
So
but
Greece.
yeah, like a Greek wedding. And I really want to have my vision would be like everyone gets to go for a week and just we all party and get ready. You know, we have the wedding. Then everyone can stay with us. Like even like our honeymoon, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we're in Greece.
Well,
I thought, I want everybody to stay and like hang out with us a little bit. You know, that'd be so much fun to have like a big party. Everyone I'd love just be there with me. Like, let's keep it going for a couple days. And then everybody can go home. And then I could stay.
Yeah.
Maybe pop over to Italy. You know,
Italy is a great time.
That's my
10
dream.
out of 10 go.
I want to go so bad.
I cannot wait to go back.
Okay, well, everyone knows that once I get engaged, it's saving up time.
Oh yeah.
They're all ready. Game time. Which who knows when that's going to be.
Well, again,
my standards
Bachelor
are
edition
really up here. Yeah.
for Morgan. We got to do it for the host.
You have to. Oh my God! Wait, my wheels are really turning on this. We're onto something.
We're onto something here.
We're onto something. I mean, I never thought I wanted a summer wedding because I'm a fall-time girly too. So my backup plan and
backup plan.
I have a backup plan.
Yep.
I would get married on Halloween, have a Halloween wedding.
Yes.
Everyone comes in costume.
Question though, white dress or black dress? If you're gonna get married on Halloween.
My grandma wants me to be. She wants us to do like Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein. That's what she wants us to do. My grandma is the one that pitched the idea to me. And the older I get, the more I'm really loving Halloween. Like,
I love it.
My soul. It's my favorite holiday ever.
Same.
So I'm like, it's only fitting to have a wedding on like Halloween.
I wish that
he's dressed up.
Yeah, that's fun. I wish that Friday weddings weren't so like, don't do that.
Because
I want
2 days to like recover
that, and I want to get married on Friday the 13th. That is I have 2 Friday the 13th tattoos. It's my favorite day of the year. I love when it comes multiple times.
I'm already stressed thinking about it. I'm not even going to get married anytime soon.
Me neither.
There's no prospects. Nothing.
No.
All right. Okay. We're back, and we have a new drink. So we're going to try it real quick.
Yep. This is the watermelon basil.
Sweet.
This is a sweet one. Ooh.
That is delightful.
This is going to be a summer staple.
That is super good.
Wow.
You're the best bartender I've had on the podcast so far.
It's like I got paid to do this for my real job.
Okay, so we're moving on to enneagram types.
Yes.
Enneagram numbers.
Yes.
So there are 9 total, and they were created by 9 neuroscientists, which I think is super cool because I'm getting my master's in psychology. So I've always found that super interesting to me. And it basically is what motivates you, what drives you. So we're going to talk about our enneagram numbers and kind of the difference between the two of them because she's into it too.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and start with you.
So I am a 2.
A 2. What's your wing?
I have a really hard time with that because I find that I have a lot of things in common with both 1 and 3.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to figure out like truly which one I am.
Yeah.
I think 3, but I'm not sure.
I would think a 3.
I'm not sure totally because there are a lot of things with 1s that I'm like, ooh.
Like, kind of relate to that.
Oh. Okay, so I'm a 2, which is basically like the empaths.
Yeah.
Which I feel very strongly about because I am definitely an empath.
Yeah.
I can feel other people's feelings very strongly.
Yeah.
It's exhausting sometimes. Like it is actually very hard to do sometimes because luckily I'm not one of those people that like when I see somebody cry, I cry. Thank God.
I am.
I'm not. Which is really popular among 2s.
Yeah.
But thank God I didn't get that part. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it can be really hard to like be an empath, especially with, I had a really hard time, like when COVID started.
Yeah.
And then I work in peds now. and that's really hard for me.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine.
That is the number one thing that I have struggled with in my current position is taking work home, and it's because I can't turn my mind off about it.
Yeah.
Like, I have always notoriously worked with geriatrics, so when it was their time to go, it was just their time to go.
Yeah.
You know? They've lived a full life.
Right.
Versus this 2-year-old who has a brain tumor half the size of her head and is probably not going to live for very long. And it's like, how do you not take that home with you? You know what I mean?
How do you know that affects you?
Yeah. It's just hard.
Yeah.
But on the, like, it's like a double-edged sword because it's also, like, one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Because I always, like, and I adapt myself to my surroundings very well.
Yeah.
Because I can feel, like, the vibe that's going on, and I feel it so strongly that I can adapt myself to match that vibe.
Yeah. Just for shits and gigs, what's your love language?
That's another one that's hard for me to pick one. And this surprises people all the time. Number one, I think I would have to pick is physical touch.
Okay.
Which is weird because I'm not a very outwardly affectionate person. I don't really like PDA.
I think it's pretty common with people that do have physical affection or physical touch as their love language. I actually think that's very common.
But I don't want to like make out at the bar. I don't really even want you to kiss me at the bar. Like a quick peck, fine.
Yeah.
But like, that's enough.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
It's really bad because it's not everybody's love language, but my favorite thing to do, like what I need my partner to want is giving gifts.
Yeah.
I love to buy things for people.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is weird. That's my favorite thing to do too. I love to give people gifts. That's a way to show love and affection. Like that's like my thing. That's like the way I definitely give love. Like that's how I do it. Like if you get a gift from me, definitely means I love you. Like that's just who I am to my core.
And like the whole like random gifts, like, oh, this made me think of you. Those are my favorite things.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of find out because I think that earthquake. I do think that a lot of these things are intertwined. Yes. And so I think it's really cool when I get to find out kind of more about that sense. Like, you know.
Oh, sorry, those ducks are fighting.
Those ducks are fighting.
It's mating season, so all the drakes are fighting over the hens.
They're the alphas.
They're chasing that hen.
Oh my god. Oh, poor little hen. Run, run, run. So my Enneagram number.
Yes.
I am a 6, which is the loyalist. And that really all ties in with everything once I kind of explain it. So Enneagram 6, they are the loyalist. They're very loyal to their people. And what makes them feel safe is knowing that everyone else around them is safe. Everyone's in their place. Everyone's good. My biggest fear in life is something happening to one of my friends or my family. I actually can't even fathom the thought. It makes me sick. It makes me hyperventilate. It makes me, I can't go too down far that rabbit hole. Right?
You know what my biggest fear is? Being blind.
Oh.
Not being able to see.
Sorry, that's not.
Not being able to see in front of me though.
Yeah, no, that's actually scary.
It's literally like people who get like blindfolded before like an engagement.
That's not for me.
Like gives me hives to think about.
Well, that's good to know. I'll tuck that away for later.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm do or die. Like I will fall on the sword for anybody that's with me. I've got you to the end.
Yeah.
And that's also a Taurus feature.
It is.
We're very loyal people.
Yes.
I mean, we find our people. And like it's almost a blessing and a curse because we are loyal to a default. We are so loyal to people that it hurts whenever people would do what you would never do to somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
When they turn around, they cheat on you, or they like do. I mean, I'm happy to say I've never cheated on anybody because of.
Can't relate.
That's okay.
I've only cheated on one person though.
That's all right. It's okay. It's all right. So because of the loyalist in me though, I actually can't. Like I have such a guilty conscience. I could never do it. Yeah. And so with my Enneagram 6, that's where that really comes from. My love language is quality time. Spending time with people is major key for me. So like I feel like all 3 of those really intertwine with each other. I've done a lot of research on them and I think, man, it just makes so much sense and explains why I am the way I am. Like why I need to spend time with people, or why if I don't spend time with people for a long time, I can feel a disconnect start to happen. Okay. Like I can feel it start to happen. Yeah. And it makes me really sad when that happens. That's why I like start to get really like depressed. Like when I'm not around people, like I start to really get very sad. Okay. So we have both been in some pretty shitty past relationships.
Yes, we have.
I mean, I don't know a girl out there that really hasn't been in it. And if you haven't, then I am so happy for you because it is truly so that really takes a kick at your self-esteem and really just hurts and just drags you down.
Yep.
So I'm still healing from past relationships.
Oh, absolutely.
Really taken the life out of me.
Yes.
So
I'm definitely still healing.
Most girls I know are still healing from stuff like that.
Yes.
So with that being said, I think we should probably get into a healthy topic here.
Yes.
On, now that knowing what we know now and what we have gone through. And we could do 3 each, or we could do 3 together with our brain cells, our 2 brain cells.
The one that's bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, it's right here. We could either, do that, or we whatever, 3 each. 3 boundaries that we would like to set in future relationships. That, like, what is a non-negotiable for? Like, what am I not going to stand for this time around? What am I not going to put up with?
Yeah. One that shouldn't be a boundary, but needs to be a boundary, and I'm saying this not only for my partner but also for myself.
Yeah.
Because I have.
Yeah.
No cheating.
No cheating. Yeah.
That's a really, and I thought that was a non-negotiable before, and then I did it, and I regret it.
Yeah.
My life would be very different now.
Yeah.
Had that whole situation not happened. I am glad that it happened. Taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
During that whole situation, but that has to be a non-negotiable, like I said, not only for my partner but also for me.
Yeah.
But there was a lot that led to it. Yeah. I will say, and I wasn't the only one. We both did.
Mutual.
Both of us did it. Right. So not placing the blame on anybody in that one.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And this seems really shallow, and I don't know how to make it not sound shallow, but
dear.
Like, don't be afraid to post me.
Oh, no, that's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want you to only post me. Right. Don't be weird about it.
Obsessive.
Yeah, don't be like creepy about it.
Right.
But don't be afraid to post me.
That's
my ex literally
point.
Only posted 1 picture ever of us in our almost 3-year relationship. I posted a lot of pictures.
Well, okay, I have to ask this though. Was he pretty active on social media?
No.
Okay.
Not super active, which is fine.
Right.
But my only thing about that with him was in a previous relationship he posted her a lot. And I don't know if it was like a trauma thing with that relationship, because that relationship ended traumatically anyway. And I don't know if he like took a step back from social media at that point, and that's why he was not so active during our relationship.
Right.
But just don't be afraid to post me.
Right.
We're out doing something.
You should be happy with who you're with.
Yeah.
Proud to be with that person.
And I, like I said, I don't want you to do it all the time.
Right.
But like I said, we were in a relationship for almost, it was like 2.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. My ex that I was with,
and there was a time there where we like weren't telling anybody we were together. So like.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So like 2 years then.
Still.
So like 2 years then, though,
right?
with one picture.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So my ex and I, we were together for not even a year, almost a year, and he would like at the beginning he posted a lot of pictures of me, and like we like kind of went through some riffs. Like his toxic trait was he had several, but this is one that like really used to really cut me deep. Is like every time we got in a fight, he'd archive all of our photos on Instagram, so I'd be gone. Remove me off the profile picture so it was just him. Make it look like he was single. And you know how much that messes with your brain and your mental state whenever that happens? Because not only would he do that, he'd block me on everything so I couldn't talk to him. So he'd leave me in the dark, sobbing. I'd be trying to contact him any way that I could. He would always leave like one form of communication open. We were still together. We would never break up. We were just fighting. And that's what he would do
toxic.
To me. It was extremely toxic. And it was like so bad for mental health.
Yes.
I mean, I look back on that and I think, whew, girl, why did you put up with that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? But I mean,
wow.
I mean, it's whatever. I had like practically, and this is going to sound so bad, so shallow, like what you were just saying. Like I had to beg him to make a post for my birthday.
Yeah, that he never posted on my birthday.
And
we were together for 3 of my birthdays.
Like we are in a weird time right now where it shouldn't matter if someone posts you on your birthday.
No.
But back then, like when I was a little bit younger, like now I probably wouldn't care. But now that I'm back then, it really hurt me that he wouldn't do that. For me. I don't know why. Because I did this beautiful post of like for him,
right?
Posting all like in all the pictures that we took together. And, like he couldn't do that same thing for me.
Yeah.
It just seemed a little. I didn't like that. So I'm with you on that 100%.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, it made
I don't
me feel
like
really
that.
shitty about myself.
I don't like that at all.
It almost made me feel like he was like ashamed to be with me or something. So
yeah, it makes you like everybody knew we were together because if I still lived there,
right.
Why would I still live there if we weren't living? We literally had a house together.
Right.
We lived in a house together.
Exactly.
Everybody knew.
And I mean, everyone that has social media like knows, like they at least post a picture with their significant other at least at one point. Like I mean, even if it's like a photo dump, or like whatever they want to call it these days, you still find at least one picture with that person because like I mean, I feel like you should be proud of who you're with and you should want to show them off. Like you should never like want to hide them or not post them. Like that to me is just so weird. And that's what I had to come to the conclusion was he was not proud to be with me. And that was another hit to my mental health too, because I had to really sit there and think, okay, he
doesn't want to post me because he is ashamed of me.
He's ashamed of me.
Yeah. I think this was a really hard thing in my last relationship. Because we were really good about like every week we would go on like a date.
Oh yeah.
We were really good about that, and then COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, COVID literally happened 2 months after I moved in.
Yeah.
To our house, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It was a weird time.
It was really hard. We couldn't go out and do anything. We were literally just stuck at home all the time with each other. Right. And I was working remotely. He was just not working.
Oh.
They were paying them.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. They were still paying them.
Yeah.
But he was just not working. But that has led me, there's like a phenomenon kind of thing going on social media right now. It's like a thing, I think. It's like the 222. So every 2 weeks you go on a date. Every 2 months you spend a weekend away somewhere together.
Oh, I like that.
And every 2 years you take like a trip.
Yeah.
And I think that is something I would like to implement in my next relationship because
it's so important.
I found and that was what was awesome about we dated.
Yeah.
Like throughout a lot of our relationship, we dated. We went on a date every week, if not every other week.
That is very important.
And that's part of me with what makes me feel good, because I think that it's physical touch for my love language. I think quality time's right after.
Yeah.
Like a close second.
Yeah.
And so like being able to like go on a date, put your phones away, you're only focused on each other, and you can talk about things that you maybe don't want to talk about every day.
Right. That you just kind of
have you get bored with the same day-to-day conversations, but when you go on a date, then you can talk about and it sounds silly that it's like when you go on a date you can talk about it. Like you can talk about it any time.
It's like in a different setting.
But it is.
It's a romantic setting.
Yes.
Okay, we're moving on to the next drink.
Pineapple mango.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Potential allergic
Sunday
reaction.
Fun day. Oh no, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, that is dangerous.
Doesn't. I haven't put extra tequila in this one.
Crane?
Yeah. Or a blue heron. One of the two.
I've never seen a crane up like that, except at the zoo.
Oh, well, there's one right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, this is super good.
I haven't put extra tequila in this one because the last one didn't feel very tequila-y.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's sweeter.
Yeah.
No,
that's super good.
I'm also now thinking I don't think I put any simple syrup in this, but it doesn't need it.
No.
I think if I put it in there, it would be way too sweet.
No, this is super good.
It's refreshing.
Abby, you crushed it. You really did. You crushed the drinks. These are so good.
I am a really good bartender.
She is. I will make sure that we put up the recipe for you guys in case you guys want to know all three of them.
Yes.
So no, you crushed that.
They're loose recipes. A lot of it.
She just kind of made it up on the fly.
A lot of it is just like however much you feel, but that's what makes them good.
Yeah.
Following a recipe for drinks sometimes, like if you follow it too closely, it can be bad.
It cannot work. No, but these are so good. Every single one has been like, it actually is like a drink you would get like at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So this question may be a little wait, sorry.
No, we're still
3 boundaries.
Yeah, we're still on boundaries because I think I did my 3. No cheating.
You did your 3.
Don't be afraid to post me.
Yep.
And the 222.
I love that. Those are all really good. I really like that.
I think those are going to be really healthy for me.
Yes.
Because they also hold me to a standard.
Yes. And that's important when you're setting boundaries or like non-negotiables. Like you want to make sure that you are being held to your own standards.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I think is going to be good for me. I think it's going to lead to a really healthy relationship.
Good. Okay. So my 3 boundaries would be, my first one is I always want to make sure we can communicate with each other.
Yes.
And honestly, like I don't want there to ever feel like we can't communicate with each other without fear of like the other person getting mad. Like I want it to be a very open and as annoying as this word is, a safe space for people. But I do think it's always really good to communicate. And because that was the last, like in the last relationship, when I communicated, I didn't communicate effectively. You can communicate, but if you don't do it effectively, or if the person's not willing to listen and actually absorb your words, it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
So
they have to be willing, but also you have to be willing to listen.
Oh, I'm ready for it. You know, I am ready. Yeah. I will pride myself. I'm pretty good in listening. Yeah. And I'm pretty good at taking criticism. If someone has to say, hey, I didn't like when you did that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, what can we do to fix it? Yeah. You know? I do try to keep a very open mind, open perspective on things. Yeah. So I try to always learn and be better. So I think I just want to be like a teammate with somebody. Yeah. That's what I want so bad. So I'm like, if we can just like work together and figure it out, like if there's ever any issue, that's it. Yes. Communication. It's so key. It really, it's annoying to hear like a broken record, but it's so true.
It really is.
It is.
It's very important.
So that's the first one for me. I would say the second one is also no cheating, but also don't like pics of girls with their asses out when we're together. We're not doing that. We're not you know, for the longest time I wanted to play like the cool girl, the girl who didn't care. Yeah. I care.
Oh yeah.
It hurts my feelings. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah. And I try to communicate with my ex. I try to say, you know what? I don't like when you do that. And he just thought, no big deal. It's not a big deal. Maybe
it is, because
maybe it's not to you, but it is to me, and it really hurts my feelings. And if you cared about me, you wouldn't want to hurt me.
Well, but also at the same time, being the girl who posted the pic, you pay attention to who's liking your stuff.
You sure do. This is like why I'm kind of skeptical to get back into a relationship, because a lot of guys in relationships will be messaging me, or they'll be saying things, and you kind of think, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? Okay, so we're at the
number
three. Okay, yeah. The third non-negotiable for me is this is gonna sound so bad. Just respect me as a human being, please. As a woman, as a human being, respect me. Yeah. Because I have looked back in relationships, I go, they did not even like borderline, like even the basic respect me. Yeah. Because if they did, they wouldn't do half the shit they did. Yeah. So just respect me as a person. Like I am a human being. I have feelings and they're valid. Like maybe they're off the rails sometimes. That's fine. But like as long as you respect me, we're good. Okay. So the last like main question I have for you before rapid fire.
Okay.
Would you consider you're someone that takes do you think you take risks, or do you play it safe in life?
I think that is situational for me.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of things. I think our friend group as a whole, takes a lot of risks.
1,000%.
We're always down to do things, though. Yeah. Like we're always down to have a good time. We're down to party. We're down to do whatever. We'll just see where the wind takes us.
Literally.
So I think in like my social life, I think I take risks. Yeah. I think in my professional life, I play it very safe.
Okay. How so?
Like my career now, I love what I do and I love where I work. Shout out Peyton Manning. Love you guys. I love where I work. I love what I do, but I am vastly, vastly overqualified.
So why don't you like fight to get a higher raise?
Well, we're having our annual reviews. They happen anytime in the month of May or June. May to July, actually, I think. Professionally, it was hard because I did not work in healthcare during COVID. Yeah. I solely bartended. And then coming back to healthcare once COVID had kind of like died down, I wanted to move from a like private medical office like sector into the hospital sector.
Okay.
Which in the hospital sector, if you haven't worked at a hospital before and they don't know who you are, they don't know anything about you, like your degree only holds so much weight.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of supervisor titles. I've had an executive director title. Like I've done a lot of things. I've worked in a lot of places and areas of healthcare.
Right.
But hospitals see it one way. It's pretty black or white to them. Do they know you? Do they not? If they don't know you, they don't know what your skill level truly is, what your education level truly is. Like they don't know that much about you. You pretty much have to start from the bottom up. which I was okay with.
Yeah.
Because for me and my like end goal in life, I would rather start at the bottom and work my way up than just slide in somewhere and have everybody pissed. Like, who is this girl? We don't know anything about her. We don't know her management skills, her supervisor skills. Like, we don't know any of that stuff about her. We don't know how she's going to handle this. So I was okay with starting from the bottom, and I feel like where I am is a step above where I was, which is great. But that's going to be a really big topic for me in my annual review is like, where do you guys see me going? I have my master's and I have a lot of experience. So I am definitely worth more than A, than what I'm paid, and B, better than what I am doing.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. It's very busy. It's very good to have somebody who has the experience in that position, but I can't do it forever because it feels very safe to me.
Yeah.
So.
That's good.
Socially, risk taker, professionally, safe. Question though, how do you see me? Do you see me as a risk taker or as a safe person?
I see you taking more risks.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because like what you said, like in our social life, like that's like that is the environment I see you in more.
Yeah.
It is like a risk taker.
Yeah.
And because also you are so headstrong, you are so stubborn. Like I would see it as more like you are like, no, I'm gonna accept this and nothing less.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
Yeah.
Hey, you ready for rapid fire?
No, I'm scared.
Rapid fire is a favorite part, I think. I don't know if it's everybody else's favorite part. I think I want to get more feedback from my people that like, you know, subscribe and watch.
Yeah.
So I will be asking for more feedback probably soon. So be ready for that and be sure to engage so I can know like, what you guys like and what you guys don't like.
Please.
So
because this could be terrible or it could be great.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Like I do feel like I've gotten a lot of good feedback in person. I want to hear it from like place I could like take statistics from and like actually take it and like, okay, here we go. We're gonna work with this.
Right.
So
okay, hold on. Let me take a drink really quick.
Rapid fire is one of my favorite parts because I just think it's so fun to see you guys have like a spaz attack. Maybe that's kind of mean. I kind of like to see everybody kind of have a panic. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
Okay.
So, you ready?
I guess. I
need to have like a little song or something.
Yeah, we need some like background music in here.
Something. I don't know, like dun dun dun, like something intense.
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather have someone who is street smart or book smart?
Street smart.
Good. Okay. Would you rather never listen to country music again or never drink beer again? I just gonna be hard for her two favorite things.
Oh my god, I don't know that I can answer that. Oh my god.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Never drink beer again, I guess.
I was gonna say, I feel like I was actually gonna probably choose that for you.
Yeah.
Favorite TV show, what is it?
It comes and goes in phases because I get into these like phases where I just want to watch one show and that's it. All time, like
you go back and rewatch over and
rewatch over and over again. Controversial topic: Desperate Housewives.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
I could watch it 800 times and never get tired of it.
Okay.
Never.
Interesting. Okay. I love that for you. That's amazing.
There's just something about those girls, man. Like, I hope that that's like me when I grow up, like living on a street with all my friends.
Yeah, I hope so too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't live far from you guys.
Yeah, no.
Go-to hype song.
This also changes with the times. My current go-to hype song is "Slut Me Out" by NLE Choppa.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I can't. Every time it comes on, guaranteed to be shaking my ass in the corner.
I love that for you.
Every time.
Would you rather, you're not gonna like me for this one.
Oh no.
Would you rather date your ex again or sit in a pit of snakes for 12 hours?
Date my ex again.
See, okay, good job, by the way. You did great.
Date my ex because I still talk to my ex every single day, all day, every day.
Perhaps I should have chosen the worst one. I don't know. So, what's your biggest fear?
Besides being blind?
Forgot about that. Yeah, what else?
Probably, this is really sappy of me and it's kind of gross. Never being able to like tell somebody how I truly feel about them. Because I feel like I've been in those situations before.
You're like, you have like very deep, like great fears. Meanwhile, mine is literally snakes.
Snakes don't freak me out that much.
I'd rather die than be caught next to a snake. Every time we go to the zoo, we go to the reptile museum, the reptile exhibit. I'm over there like having a panic attack. Absolutely not. You cannot pay me enough money.
They don't freak me out that much.
Ugh. With how fast they strike. Ugh.
What is okay, really quick. We're gonna do rapid fire back at you.
Okay, I like this. Okay. This
Okay.
is fun. Okay.
Okay. Number one place in the entire world that you could travel to.
Greece.
Okay.
Okay.
We already knew Greece because that's your wedding destination.
All right. Go on.
Take Greece out of it.
Okay.
Anywhere in the world.
So honestly, lately it's been Edinburgh, Scotland.
Scotland? I've been there.
It's looking very like Harry Potter.
No, you would love it.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
You would love it.
For some reason, that's been calling to me. I mean, my family does have some Scottish in them, so I think maybe that's like why I have like such an interest in it.
Okay.
But I've always wanted to, like lately, that's been like a number one spot for me besides Greece.
Yes.
So.
Well, I highly recommend. If you had to be any animal, what would it be?
A lion.
Why is that?
Because I like to portray myself as a lion, someone who's brave, someone who can handle things.
Okay.
But I've answered this question before, if you guys can't tell. Actually, my manager asked me this whenever she was hiring me. She goes, "What is your spirit animal?" And I said, "A lion," because I like to. I am brave. I am brave in most situations.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been through a lot of shit, so I've had to become brave.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a lioness, I should say.
Yeah.
A female lion.
Yes.
Badass.
Yes. Okay.
This is fun.
If you only had to drink one drink for the rest of your life, that's it. The one. What would it be?
Gin and tonic with lime.
Forever.
Forever.
You can't drink anything else. No water.
The gin and tonic with lime.
Okay. If you could pick one place in the U.S., continental U.S. even, not even Hawaii or Alaska.
Okay.
Continental U.S. to live, where would you pick?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Why is that?
Chris Evans lives there. Okay, there's more to it.
Did you hear that, Joe Burrow? Not you.
Sorry. Maybe Cincinnati.
No. Don't pick Cincinnati.
Yeah, we got some bad people over in Cincinnati. We can't go
there.
Yeah,
we don't trust Cincinnatians, so
there's something in the water. Okay, but I would go to Boston because I'm also a big history buff.
Okay.
Like historical things. So like Boston has a lot of rich history to it.
Okay.
Not always very pretty, but it is very cool to me. I have the cobblestone, streets and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, it's not far from Salem.
That is true. I really want to go to Salem.
I think we need to go for Halloween one year.
Yes.
It'd be so much fun.
Or a Friday the 13th.
Oh my God. Yeah,
either one.
Seriously.
We need to plan it. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we got your anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world that you could live, anywhere in the continental U.S. that is not like just to travel to. Don't live there. Okay. You're gonna live in Boston.
Yeah.
But anywhere in the U.S. and I guess it doesn't have to be continental. It could be Alaska or Hawaii. To go for like a week.
Hawaii.
Okay. Without Hawaii then.
But okay. I would say Hawaii, but it's only because right now I know that like they're not really like wanting a bunch of tourists to come there, so that's probably best to remove that. Honestly, I've not been out west much, so I either want to go to California or Colorado. I know Colorado's not like really out west, but I want to go to Colorado.
Should we do one with all of us?
That I would need to get more microphones, A, and two, that would be no one would be able to say anything as we all keep interrupting each other.
That's very true. I think we can make it work.
Well, whenever Hallie's like, bring the microphones out to St. Patty's Day, I go, girl, you don't understand how mess we are.
Yeah,
how
no,
messy.
We did not need to hear all of this. Not on St. Patty's Day.
That was a disaster.
Literally, all of a sudden, it's just me and Hadley there. And we're like, you ready to go home? There's literally all five of us, and then within, I'm not kidding, 30 minutes, it was only me and Hadley, and we were like, well, bye Rocco. Also, I was fucking dying at your TikTok. Rocco's just a rock.
I gotta send that to Abby and Taylor.
Oh my god,
Rocco's just a rock.
it's so funny.
If you guys have never seen the Elmo and Rocco beef, I strongly recommend you take a look at that.
10 out of 10 recommend.
The most entertaining shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
This was
We've had some great drinks.
Yeah.
We've had some great talks. It was fun, like being put in the hot seat for a second.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Have a little switcherooski.
Yeah.
I liked that. So be sure to like and subscribe the new episode. I always feel weird saying that.
But please.
But please. But please. And I'm sure I'll have Abby on in a future episode. We just know it's
We got to do my Bachelor episodes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we will do that at some point.
Yes.
But if you
Stay tuned.
Yes. Be sure to like and subscribe, as I said before. But I will catch you in the next one. Bye.